Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the open Great Lake, and let's see if we can win with this team here. We're going to be using the Chesnaught paired with the Shadow Typhlosion with the Shadow Golurk. We're going to go into the Golurk and we find the Lapras. So we're going to go for this Shadow Punch. We do grab the shield, and that's really, really important. Grabbing the shield is basically what we wanted to do, but we think we can get to another move here. So this is going to pressure either another shield or the KO. Our opponent does tank it though, so that was actually a nice call by them. So unfortunately we weren't able to take it out, but we get the extra farm with the Shadow Typhlosion. That's going to be valuable. Let's see if it actually comes to fruition. We do grab that last shield anyways, and this Swallet here is probably going to throw Sludge. Yep. And we're just going to try to get to another move, but they are just able to outpace us and take out our Typhlosion. So unfortunately, this is going to be GG's. We, in hindsight, actually needed to double shield the switch or just let the Golurk go down and potentially farm with our Chesnaught. So GG's to our opponent. On to the next game. We are trying out the Shadow Golurk as the general save swap here, so we'll see if this is going to work out. We actually don't have a great answer to the Sableye here, and this is going to make us stay in. But now we have a great situation because they actually gave up their advantage. They didn't know, but we don't really have a great answer to that Sableye. Now we have this Golurk to grab a lot of energy. We go for this Shadow Puncher and we are able to farm down. Now we have energy for this Sableye. So this is either going to get some good chip damage or potentially getting a shield, with our opponent elects to just let it go, which is fine because we still have energy on our Chesnaught. This is going to get let go, and now we see the Shadow Golbat. Unfortunately, the Shadow Golbat just doesn't have enough bulk to withstand all of these Incinerates. Plus, we are going to be able to get to these Thunder Punches quite quickly. And you can see right there, they do the right thing trying to farm us down just from fast moves. But unfortunately, we had a shield remaining plus the Shadow Typhlosion, which is able to deal way more damage than they were fast move wise. Okay, we got the Chesnaught versus the Crocalor. This is not good. So we switch out into the Golurk. They're taking heavy damage here. So this is easy shield. It's going to be the crunch. And our opponent does proc the debuff. So we are not able to reach 2 dynamic punches. Down goes the Golurk. But at least we grabbed a shield, which is really, really nice. And then here, we're just going to shield whatever and look to just get as much energy as possible with this Typhlosion. Our opponent does get to a move, so we had to switch. Ends up only being the Swift, so at least we are going to be able to get to a move. This is going to get the shield or it's going to get the KO. Our opponent elects to shield it and go for the farm down. Typhlosion. Ooh. We should have got the move off because our opponent probably doesn't win CAP there. Haven't double checked that entirely, but that should have been able to give us the move. But unfortunate lag right there, but it is what it is. Okay, here we go. We got the Chesnaught versus the Blastoise. They elect to switch out into the Primate, and we have the Golurk able to resist their fast moves. But as you can see here, they're extremely spammy and able to get to another move. So at this point, we just elect to shield and get to our own move. Primave's already done his job grabbing the shield. Let's see what decides to come back in. Blastoise comes back in, but because they're running rollout, we resist it, and we are able to get to that move right there. And now we have to make a call. Do we think this is going to be Ice Beam? It is not. They actually swap and catch it onto their Corsola. Corsola here is able to get to Power Gem, but at this point they could just go for Nightshade. Nightshade is going to be able to pace them quicker, and the goal here is to just grab shields because they could easily take us out. Okay, our opponent actually switches and goes into their Blastoise using energy. This is a farm down opportunity for us. Okay, they're going to throw a move. Ends up only being the Hydro, and that's going to allow us to farm down. And at this point, we are going to be able to survive this Night Slash, and we just got to go for the fast move. Yeah, there it is. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Chesnaught. We got fortunate enough that that Blastoise wasn't running Ice Beam, otherwise they would have probably used it. So really lucky right there. Oh, interesting lead here. We are resisting pretty much all of their traditional moves, running Rock Tomb or Earthquake. So we are just going to stay in, and then we're going to fire off this superpower. Our opponent does elect to throw another move, and we're going to try to catch it onto our ground type. So we did get the debuff, but at least they are pretty much energy dry at this point. And it looks like we did bait out the Azu, and this is going to allow us to come in with our Chesnaught. This is going to apply full pressure. This is going to get the shield or the KO. Okay, they let that go, and we know the Fortress is relatively energy dry. Interesting, they come back in with it, and we're just going to go into our Typhlosion. Typhlosion is almost able to just incinerate down, but unfortunately we had to shield once. Our opponent is going to go into their Meryl, which is chunking away at this Typhlosion. And unfortunately for them, they just have no pacing towards our Chesnaught and that Typhlosion without all that energy. Here comes another move. We got to survive it. Bone Club is resisted, and we do survive that. And we are going to be able to reach this Frenzy Plant for the KO. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.